Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Autospherics Prospecting. And today is a great day. We are back out on the river. It's been a couple weeks, lots of rain and work. Finally got time today, and if you can't tell by behind me and up there, that today is a beautiful day in Washington. And probably our first 70-degree day in quite a while. And so what we're doing today is we're doing a little dig and dump, and I am going to turn you around and show you what we got going. So let me step out into the river here. As you can see, we got the A52s out with the punch plate on today. I don't use the punch plate very often, but I am today. And so what I've done is I sampled there and got, I don't know, 10, 12 little bits. I sampled right there and got 10, 12 little bits. And I sampled right there underneath that rock, and check it out. And I got a decent little pan right there out of that. So that was from earlier. That's about an hour and a half ago. So what I've been doing, oh yeah, don't forget Camp America. Boom. What I've been doing is basically, since the sluice box is down the way on me, a little far to run with the shovel, I've been filling buckets, running them down there, and just dumping and screening the rocks off and just getting us seeing what we're going to get. So my plan is I'm going to run 6 buckets, 7, 8 buckets, whatever I can get here. Ain't pulling that punch plate off. We're just going to see what we get out of all this. So we'll bring you back in a bit. Well, hey everybody, we are back, and yes, I lost the sweatshirt. We are starting to heat up, and these waders, a little overdressed today. I am warm, but anyway, we have probably ran another 3 3/4 buckets, and I, test. I did another test pan. I am going to flip you around and show you this little bit I just got. So anyway, let me shade this, and maybe I don't need to shade it. But I did another little test pan, and I got a couple of little bits in there, probably another, I don't know, 15, 20 specker, a couple of bigger little bits. And as you can see, our hole, got some rocks out of there. Our hole has got progressively bigger. And I also took some dirt out of there. And eventually, if it works out, I'm going to work that little rock out of there, that big rock out of there, and there might be all kinds of goodies underneath there. But as you can see, we lost the sweatshirt. So I think what we're going to do is, once again, get me some of those, get me some of that, get me a little of that, puff one of those, and we're going to keep going. Back in a bit. Well, hey, check it out. So we just finished our 9th bucket, 3/4 full bucket, and curiosity was just killing this guy right here. So I went down, popped the punch plate on that, just wanted to see. So yeah, went down and popped it. I am going to turn you around and take you down and show you what's in it. So let me slide down through here a little bit. Slippery as hell. But I'm going to try to shade this. Look at that. Let me try to get the shade here. Maybe it's just better just to leave the sun. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. Using the body. Got some pieces up here in the top mat, and I actually got a few little pieces down here in the bottom siding mat. So we're going to do a few more buckets. I'm just going to leave the punch plate off. I'm going to feed her slow with the scoop, classify it down, and we'll bring you back in a bit. Well, hey, done another couple buckets. After taking the punch plate off, all I did was classify it down and run it kind of slow. Time's ticking. I got to get up out of here, but before I walk you down and show you the box, I want to do a little shout out. To my boys in Ohio. See you guys in 2 weeks. LVPA for life. Anyway, let's turn your box. Bear with me as I slip and slide all over. Let's do it just like this. Got quite a few little bits. Quite a few little micro smalls down in the second siding mat. And so, excuse the sun, we're going to clean this thing up and let's see what's in the pan. Well, once again, we're back. I had to do a couple more buckets. Went up the river a little ways and grabbed a couple buckets, packed them down here. Probably should have just took the pan. Shovel and bucket works. Anyway, did a couple more buckets, and I think we picked up a few more pieces, a couple of little bits here. So I'm going to turn you around real quick, and then we're going to clean this thing out and get out of here before I get in trouble. Alright, do our best to shade this so you can see it. And I think what we're looking at here is probably, I don't know, 60, 70. So, let me get this in a bucket and we'll get it in the pan and take a little sneak peek at it and take her home, clean her up. Back in a bit. We are back, and broke that sluice box down, got it into the bucket, just got done panning it back. I'm going to flip you around and show you what's in it. As you can see, sluice box is broke down, bucket's empty. Let's do this just for size comparison because it ain't nothing big. Probably got 50 pieces in there, and I got a couple of bigger flakes. They're not heavy flakes, I'll tell you that. They float around pretty easy. But what I'm going to do, we're going to suck that up. I'm going to con bag them black sands because I had a few little bits get away, but maybe 15 of them, but they're just so light and flighty that I couldn't stop them. But we're going to suck this up, clean up, get the heck on out of here, and we'll bring you back when we are at the house. Well, hey everybody, we are back at the house. And it's not even the same day or the next day. It is actually a week later. Today is Memorial Day. And but we're going to dump this snuffer bottle from the last trip, and let's just see what we got in there. So we're going to do this. We'll grab this. And get shake to one side. And as you can see, got a few little bits in there from the river. And let's see if any of this stuff is magnetic here. See if we can clean some of this stuff up. Not really, but you can see we got little bits. Focus. We got little bits everywhere all over the pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this thing up. And I'm not sure if it's weighable. It's all pretty little. But I'll clean it up and focus. I'll clean it up and I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like all cleaned up. Well, we're back. We got it cleaned up. I don't think I'm going to weigh it up. I don't think there's enough to weigh. And probably 0.02, maybe 0.03. But I'm going to flip around and show you what it is. So we got a few little decent little bits in there, and a lot of little micros, right? But hey, it ain't bad for about a dozen buckets or so out on the river. At least I got out finally and ran some dirt and enjoyed myself. But I think that's a wrap for this video. And like I said, today is Memorial Day. I was out on the river today, and that video will come out next week. But I'm pretty excited. Next week, I will be at Flash Bash 22 with Flash in Your Pan bunch and everybody else that's showing up for Flash Bash. So stay tuned for that video. It should be a good one. But until then, let's get this thing wrapped up. I just want to say, as always, peace America.